It's time. I ain't done this in a while. It's time for my weekly rant. It's time for the weekly rant. It's time for that weekly rant. And so I got to share my screen for this weekly rant because we're going to get into this YouTube video. And this is going to be Clay Travis and his buddy that's on the podcast with him. And this is my comment right here from On the Shoulders of Giants right here. I said, y'all sound like a bunch of out-of-touch white boys with their name. A''J''A is pronounced Asia. Yep, Asia. Say it right and get over how you feel. Right? But the wage gap argument is old and not supported with any data that can help that case. They have to make the product better and bring in more money. Right? So I agree with the argument, but you got to put some respect on this young lady's name. Learn how to say the name with the resources y'all have. And if you ain't gonna say the first name, just say Miss Wilson, right? Like I be doing, right? But don't just be like Asia with the condescending tones. So let's listen, then listen to what his homeboy say about Skylar Diggins losing her curves.
So this story, somebody look up, and I'm not an expert. I'm going to tell you right off the jump here. I am not an expert in the WNBA. WNBA player, what's her name? Like a Jay Wilson?
See, he ain't even trying.
Jay Wilson sent out a couple of tweets. I'm going to read them to you.
He ain't even trying.
I'm talking about why AJ Wilson,
come on, AJ Wilson, come on, bro. Asia.
Does anybody know how to pronounce her name?
Ajay.
Is it Ajay?
Come on, Ajay. Y'all not even trying. But y'all can say Krzyzewski. Y'all can say Krzyzewski, Mike Krzyzewski, whose name start with a K. Y'all can say all these European names, but y'all can't say y'all can't pronounce A''J''A, Asia. And then listen to how they react when they find out it's pronounced Asia.
Yeah, I made it up, but that's what it seems like it would be.
Okay, so I'm trying to find these tweets right now, and she was asking, like, why do we not make the kind of money? She criticized the pay gap. LeBron gets $154 million, okay, 4-year deal that he signs with the Lakers. By the way, LeBron James mural getting defaced in L.A. already. I actually kind of love that. Maybe we'll talk about that a little bit later in the show. But
he sound like a simp. He loves LeBron's mural being defaced. He sound like one of them. But it is Fox. But he sound like an old simp. So
WNBA star AJ Wilson or Ajayi or something A''J''A. One of you can be an expert on how to pronounce that name. I'm not an expert in the WNBA. Does anybody, by the way, on the show, there are 4 of us, does anybody know how to pronounce the name? Anybody feel strongly that they know?
Asia, bitch. Asia, bitch. Asia, bitch, boy.
Oh, how to pronounce this name?
I think Danny was right. I think it's Ajay.
Danny was wrong than the motherfucker, and y'all stupid. Just look it up. Pull your phones out and look it up. Asia.
Ajay. Okay. Looks like AJ to me, but Ajay.
You look like a dumbass to me.
Has said that she tweeted 154 million. A bunch of periods. Must be nice. We are over here looking for million. But Lord, let me get back in my lane. The message was accompanied by a GIF of a woman closing a door and walking away. And so that got 13,000 likes and 5,000 people to talk about it. And then somebody said, maybe if you were 1/1,000,000th of the basketball player LeBron is, you'd get paid equally. And she responded, oh, it's about skill set because I heard a bench player gets paid more than, never mind. Well, a bench player in the NBA is still a lot better than you are. Then she followed it up with, breaking news.
Really quick, I'm sorry. Eddie just alerted us. It's a cute way to spell Asia.
You see how you see how he came in with it, And he just alerted me it's a cute way to spell Asia. It's a different way to spell Asia. Think about how deja vu is spelled. D-E-J-J-A. Deja vu. It's a play off that. You can spell your name in the way you want to spell it. You can pronounce it in the way you want to spell it. Pronounce it. Respect it. Y'all respect the European names. Y'all don't make fun and make light of the European names. So why you want to go there with her name? Oh yeah, she black. That's right.
What?
Yes.
You hear that? You hear that?
That-
You hear it? What? Yes. A apostrophe J-A is pronounced Asian. Yes. Yes, it is.
That
Yeah.
can't be right.
Yeah. No.
Your mom having you ain't right. Your pop's not finishing on the pillows ain't right.
You got me. Here we
A
go.
apostrophe J-A is pronounced Asia?
Here you go.
It goddamn show is pronounced Asian. Now what?
Oh, Clay, listen to this.
Asia, outside shot. It's good.
Yep. Asia. Yep, Asia.
I like my pronunciation better.
I think your pronunciation is trash, and just like you and your life and your radio career, I think my pronunciation is better. White privilege, just like a white man to try to impose that thing, because that white folk good at this. White folk good at this because what they come in, you give them your name, your cultural name. They got a problem with it because they can't say it. They don't respect you enough to try to say your name. So they going to say it the way they want to say it or give you a whole nother name. Like, I never understood when I was growing up. Like, I would see a lot of people from different countries that would be in the school with me, and they'll have a name like Tom and Jim and Ben and Bob. And I would ask them, is that the name that your parents gave you? And they was like, no. I'm like, well, what is the name that your parents gave you? And they tell me their name. So I'd be like, well, if that's the name your parents gave you, why are you allowing people to call you Tom, Bob, Jan, Jim, Sarah? Oh, because it's easier for them to say. And I was like, well, they can say all these white people names. They can say your name. Make these white folks say your name. Make these white folk respect your name. Make these white folks say your name. If you can say these Eastern European names, if you can say all these other foreign names, you can pronounce these black people names. You just don't respect it enough to do it. And so that's why I'm coming at y'all next on this, because you're not gonna disrespect the sister like this. You don't have to agree with the argument, because I don't agree with the argument, but you're not gonna disrespect the sister. And you're gonna respect her, her name, her culture, and her parents, and everything that got to do with that. I'm coming at your neck, Clay Travis.
What? This is the most unbelievable. Hold on a sec. A apostrophe J-A is pronounced Asia? Why was she not just named Asia then? Like there's a continent.
Because they didn't want to. They spelled it like they want to spell it. Why didn't your father finish on the shirt? We wouldn't have had you.
There's a continent, and it's spelled A-S-I-A.
Hey, and there's also something called A-S-S-H-O-L-E. And you spell asshole C-L-A-Y-T-R-A-V-I-S.
You want to name your kid Asia, why not just name them the same way as the continent?
And if you want to be a fuck boy, just wake up and be Clay Travis.
A apostrophe J-A is pronounced
F-U-C-K-B-O-Y is pronounced fuck boy.
This is mind-blowing to me.
Hey, you being a fuck boy is mind-blowing to me.
Asia.
Fuck boy.
That is it very...
I can't even conceive of how that's possible.
I can't conceive how it's possible that you a fuck boy.
Asia, outside shot. It's good.
You can hear the guy in the background. Asia.
Fuck boy. It's so funny that we're a bunch of culturally out of touch. This culturally out of touch white boys who think, hey, I can't say the name, so it's going to be funny. When I find out the pronunciation, I'm going to make fun of it because I'm an out of touch white boy who's showing my white privilege and how out of touch I am with other people and their cultures and how much respect they don't have for other people in that culture. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
I don't even understand how. I don't even understand how that's possible.
We don't
My
understand
mind,
how it's possible. We don't understand how it's possible that you such a fuck boy, but y'all.
Rare that I'm stunned beyond belief.
So are we. So are we. And your mom was stunned when she found out she was pregnant by you, because she like, dang, I know I'm gonna have a fuck boy. Since he gonna be a fuck boy, we gonna name him Clay.
By the way, Skylar Diggins, who I at least know who Skylar Diggins.
Now listen to this.
Is. Although, did she get married? Is she now Skylar Diggins-Smith, or has she always been Skylar Diggins-Smith?
She got married a couple of years ago, and she lost her curves, and she's kind of cut now. So
you heard what he said? Oh, she's lost her curves and she's kind of cut now. Wow, that's how we describing people now, white boys. That's how we describe people now. Y'all making this weekly rant amazing. This is an exposure. Clay Travis and his band of fuckboys, right?
Skylar Diggins is. Although, did she get married? Is she now Skylar Diggins-Smith, or has she always been Skylar Diggins-Smith?
She got married a couple of years ago, and she lost her curves, and she's kind of cut now. So I kind of fell off her bandwagon.
You telling me Fox Sports don't have no problem with this? She lost her curves and she's kind of cut now, and I fell off her bandwagon. Buddy said this on the radio, and then they took this clip and put it on YouTube. The disrespect. She lost her curves. She kind of cut. I fell off the bandwagon. Oh, she not sexy to me no more, so I ain't paying attention to her. White boy, you ain't have a shot in the first place. Look, man, I know a fuck boy when I see. I can spot fuck boys a mile away. I know what a fuck boy sound like. I know I can smell a fuck boy coming, right? I know what a fuck boy look like. I know what a band of fuck boys look like, right? Not only are these dudes culturally incompetent, these dudes are fuck boys. These dudes are sexist. These dudes are just bitches. These dudes, they need their ass whooped. They need the ass whooped. But come on, so Fox Sports, y'all cool with this? Fox Sports, this is cool. This is okay. We can disrespect people's names and their coaches and just totally reduce Skylar Diggins to her curves. That's basically Buddy totally reduced Skylar Diggins to nothing but her curves. And because she don't have the curves that he like, and she's cut now, he's falling off the bandwagon. Buddy said this with no thought of being in trouble. And they took the clip and cut the clip and put it on YouTube. Tell me if I'm tripping. I'd have played y'all the 4 minutes of this clip. I'm going to put the link to this in the description. The first 4 minutes, these white boys then lost their damn minds. Right? These white boys have lost their mind, but this is what's happening when we don't have our stuff together, when we not organized. People it's free to disrespect us. It's free to disrespect our women. It's free to disrespect our men. Clay Travis, you's a bitch, and the rest of them cats on that sports show with you is a bitch. And Fox Sports, y'all full of shit for allowing this to happen, to come out for them to talk about these women like this. Just the utter disrespect. But they'll come out like, no, we didn't mean it like this. No, I love black people. No, nah. We don't want to hear none of that. We don't want no apologies. We don't want none of that. Fuck y'all. Fuck boys. Fuck Clay Travis. Fuck Fox Sports. Fuck everybody else on that show. Y'all some hoes. I'm coming at your motherfucking neck from now on. Clay Travis, I'm on your ass. I'm on your ass, Clay Travis. I'm on your ass. And I'm gonna be itching to put your bitch ass in my weekly rant. Clay Travis, you are now in the same realm of Laura Ingraham. Clay Travis and Laura Ingraham are my two quintessential fuck boys and pussy hoes. for the white race. There you have it. Hey, man, this is the Fix Sports Podcast. We're